everyone. Welcome to a new session of Towards a Better English, one of the foundation courses offered by Christ College Autonomous Iringalakuda. Myself, Priya V B, Assistant Professor, PG Department of English. Yes, English is a global language which has an impact on each and every field of work. Proficiency in English is an essential skill to better academic performance, employability, and career advancement. So, today we are going to deal with a new topic on business writing. Yes, good writing is especially important because our increased use of social media. We have all seen professionals on Twitter, LinkedIn, or Facebook, and they misspell words or use a word incorrectly. It is not embarrassing when it happens to you, but it can also affect your reputation and credibility in the future. Your writing is one of the primary mediums in which you will be judged throughout your life. The emails, text, and reports you send on a daily basis are a physical representation and a record of you. Over time, these representations build your reputation and impact the relationship you need to thrive in your career. Your writing communicates your thoughts, and it is important that those thoughts are conveyed in the clearest and the most eloquent way possible. Good writing is not a natural gift. You have to learn to write well. And great writing takes time and practice. So, there are several ways you can quickly make improvements to your own writing. Let's have a look. The first one is think before you start writing. The first point is think before you start writing. That means before you start writing anything, stop and think about what you want to need to say and ask a question yourself. What does this person need to know or understand after reading this email? We can use 5 W's and 1 H for better writing. The journalists use when crafting their work, they use 5 W's and H. The first one is who. That means, who is my audience? The second one is what. That means, what do they need to know? And the next one is when. When does this apply? When did this happen? Or when do they need to know it by? And the fourth one is where. Where is this happening? And the fifth one is why. Why do they need this information? And the final one is H, that is how. How should they use this information? And you also need to ask yourself, do I really need to send this email? So dears, professionals in every sector are overloaded with emails every day, many of which are unnecessary. So save yourself and your reader time by making sure that each email you send is truly necessary and relevant. The second point is avoid pretentious words. While writing, your goal is to be clear and direct. If your reader has to use Google to decipher what you are trying to say, they are going to feel annoyed. So, whenever writing, the way you talk, keep it natural and direct, and avoid jargon in business writing. The next point is that whenever you are writing, use the active voice. That means active sentences are direct, bold, and more interesting than passive sentences. Passive sentences are weak and wordy. They are like a limp handshake. Your writing will improve dramatically if you strive to use active sentences whenever possible. So, make use of active voice. We can see an example. The cat scratched the woman. The woman was scratched by the cat. The first sentence is written in the active voice. It is clear and direct. The second one, that is, the woman was scratched by the cat, that is passive sentence. In active sentence, the subject performs the action of the verb. Once again, in active sentence, the subject performs the action of the verb. In a passive sentence, the subject is letting the action happen to them. Okay. Then the next point, always be professional. Yes, you need to be authentic and to let your voice shine through in your writing. But you also need to stay professional. It is a balancing act. A good way to check the appropriateness of your content is to ask, would I be comfortable with this if it was on the first page of the newspaper tomorrow morning? If this makes you cringe, do some editing then. So, always be professional. Okay. Then the next point is that use your email subject line appropriately. Very important. Use your email subject line appropriately. Your email's subject line is powerful tool. Think of it as the headline for your email. A headline's job is to make sure the body gets read. To do this, headlines need to be short, direct, powerful, and specific. For example, look at the two email subject lines below. That means a Monday meeting and attending Monday, October 40th, 2 p.m. quarterly reports meeting. These are the two different sentences. The first subject line is very vague and leaves a lot of questions unanswered. Which Monday meeting? What is the meeting about? Do I even need to know about this meeting? So these are some of the questions unanswered. But in the second sentence, that is attending Monday, October 40th, 2 p.m. quarterly reports meeting, that line is much more specific and thus more likely to be opened and read quickly. It communicates, that means which meeting the author is talking about, when it is, and what might need when attending this particular meeting. So, never leave your email subject line blank. Email filters often categorize blank subject line as a spam. So, fill it out to avoid having your email missed. So, use subject line. Okay. And next point is stick to one topic in emails. Stick to one topic in emails. Keep your emails focused on one specific point or idea whenever possible. If you need to address another topic, write a separate email. Then, focusing on one topic per mail gives your reader time to process what you are saying and respond directly. It also helps them organize their emails more efficiently and find urgent emails faster. The next is never use email to deliver bad news. Never use email to deliver bad news. You never use email to deliver bad news because in person you can communicate with compassion and empathy. And you can use your body language and vocal tone to further convey your sincerity and intentions. This is something you just cannot do through email. The last one is proofread. That means grammar and spelling mistakes are embarrassing and they hurt your credibility. Once you are finished writing, proofread it immediately. When proofreading, read each sentence carefully. If the email or report is particularly important, give it to a trusted friend or colleague to read over before you send it to its intended audience. That means a fresh pair of eyes might spot additional mistakes that you must. So, proofread. Then, dear, professionals communicate with each other through forms of writing such as emails, reports, and proposals. The writing style you use in these materials differs from personal writing and can affect the response you get from your colleagues, clients, or audience. Good business writing skill can help you deliver information clearly and effectively. Once again, good business writing skills can help you deliver information clearly and effectively. Here, we'll discuss what is business writing and different types of business writing. What is business writing? Yes, it's a form of writing used to communicate with co-workers, managers, stakeholders, or clients. I repeat, business writing is a form of writing used to communicate with co-workers, managers, stakeholders, or clients. You use business writing to share information and ideas, deliver news or explain new processes. What are the 4 main types of business writing? The first one, instructional. It means this writing form gives readers the information they need to follow a new process at work. It might include steps for completing a task or solving a problem. You might use instructional business writing in memos, user manuals and products, or design specification. So, instructional is a type of business writing. The second one is informational. This type of writing provides readers with information they can refer to and use to make decisions at their organizations. You might use informational business writing in reports, financial statement, and meeting minutes. Okay. The third one is persuasive. Professionals use persuasive writing to get the reader to make a particular decision, such as to buy a product or service. You might use this writing style in project proposal to clients, sales pitches or emails, advertising, and press releases. The fourth one is transactional. Employees use this type of writing in their daily business communications to share information or get a specific reaction from co-workers or clients. You might use transactional business writing in professional emails, letters, direct messages, and invoices. You can organize nearly all business communications and documents into one of these types. Okay? So, let's summarize a few business writing and communication skill to practice. Clearly stating your purpose is the first thing. Before you start writing, understand what you are writing and why. And make sure your business communication has a single, clear purpose rather than multiple points. So, clearly stating your purpose. Okay. Then, using concise language. Communicate your ideas clearly, so a reader can quickly browse through an email or document and find the information they need. Then, knowing your audience. Your writing will be more effective if you can understand and connect with your audience and their interest. Choose your vocabulary and tone based on who you are communicating with. For example, use friendly and simple wordings in press releases and newsletters. The next is organizing your ideas thoughtfully. Start each piece of business writing with the most important information. Explain why you are writing and state your message very clearly and directly. This will help everyone to understand its purpose. Stating facts instead of opinions is very important thing. Build trust and credibility by supporting your writing with data and statistics. If you do add an opinion, make sure your reader knows it is your perspective to avoid confusion. So, always try to state facts instead of opinion. Okay. The next is keeping your writing free of errors. Clean writing sounds professional and reliable. Read through every document before sending it to find an correct grammar, spelling, and punctuation mistakes. The next is displaying confidence. Write with a confident tone to demonstrate your knowledge and credibility. Confidence can also make your reader more likely to respond how you want, from buying your product to accepting your decision. So, display the confidence. The next point is using simple formatting. Use clean and professional font size. Your writing is easy to read. Add features such as subheadings, white space, and bullet points if they make the document easier to scan. So, use clean and professional fonts and size so your writing is easy to read. Add features such as subheading, white space, and bullet points if they make the document easier to scan. Similarly, replace large pieces of text with the charts or graphics when possible. Maintaining adaptability for different types of writing. Business communication, that's our topic. Business communications take many forms, which could include written reports, direct messaging, or social media posts. Learn to adapt your tone and format for each platform while maintaining professionalism and consistent voice. So, adaptability for different types of writing is very important. Next, how to improve your business writing skill. Follow the steps before and after writing process to improve your business writing. Write clearly and concisely. Identify your audience and tone. Carefully proofread and edit. Remain positive and approachable, and follow your brand's style. I repeat, write clearly and concisely. Identify your audience and tone. Carefully proofread and edit. Remain positive and approachable. Follow your brand's style. So, if you want to communicate more clearly, it's the time to master the art of good business writing. Do follow the steps and be a professional writer. So, thank you so much, and follow our channel for more sessions on business writing.